January 1865. Snow!
No.
Snow! January 1865. A few months have passed since the Hamakura Rebellion, and the season has changed from summer to winter. I woke up to a numbing cold pain. But I like the cold. I need the cold. I
Oh
is a
my
winter
God.
child. I do not like the heat.
Fuck the heat.
I opened the sliding door to see outside, and the sight before my eyes overwhelmed me. Whoa! Snow? The yard looked as though someone had tossed a thick white blanket over everything. It was my second winter in Kyoto, but I still wasn't accustomed to this painfully cold weather. Still, cold was hardly a reason to avoid my work. That particular day, I was assigned cooking duty. First, I would need to gather water from the well. After that, I could begin my other preparations. So cold. My fingers were already beginning to go numb, and the wooden floor beneath my feet felt like ice. That just sounds good, I'm sorry. A cold floor. But I couldn't...
That sounds comfy.
Yeah. But I couldn't turn back, so I gripped my bucket tightly and quickly scurried to the kitchen.
Yo! 相変わらず早起きだな。
Hey! It's the beefcake.
Beefcake.
Beefcake. Oh, good morning. His voice sounded as bright and relaxed as ever, completely unfazed by the cold.
見たか外に積もった雪。ただでさえクソ寒いのに、何の嫌がらせかと思うよな。
He looked down at my bucket.
水桶持ってるってことは、この寒いのに朝飯の支度か
I mean, someone has to make breakfast, Nagakura, unless you are offering to do it.
なんなら、他の大使を叩き起こして手伝わせちまってもいいんだぜ。
Oh no, I'm fine, really. I'm in charge of breakfast today. I want to do this. Well, I gave him my best smile, then turned and hurried towards the kitchen. Once I finished cleaning up after breakfast, I went back to my room to sew.
よう、これから時間あるか
I don't know what kind of noise I was supposed to make there, but that was something.
Oh my God.
I jumped nearly a foot into the air as Nagakura appeared from nowhere. Yeah, he kind of just like busted in here and slit the door open. No knocking. Nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. You just... It would be nice if you could say something or knock before you came in.
えどうしてだそんなの今さら気にすることでもねえだろ。
Boy has no manners. No, not exactly. Just, He tilted his head to the side and looked at me with a blank stare. Oh my god, you have no manners! Head empty. Well,
Head
empty. Well, let's say you'd walked in while I was changing or something. That would be, a problem. What was that noise?
Buenos.
He made a noise. Because he
Me?
just... Huh?
Me?
No. Game.
Oh, okay.
The game. Nagakura just made a fucking noise. His eyes went wide.
そっか。そうだよな。そういう可能性だってねえわけじゃねえんだよな。悪い。
I have never seen Nagakura blush. This is the first
blushed.
time. Holy fuck. But he is absolutely head empty. Oh no, you don't need to apologize. Nothing bad happened. I racked my brain to change the subject. Oh, that's right. You said you needed something?
おお、そうそう。実はよ、頼みがあるんだけど、ちょっと目つぶっててくれるか。
Eh. Alright, I'll play along with this. What? Why?
いいから、目閉じてくれりゃわかるって。さあ、早く。
Hmm? I waited for a second and I closed my eyes.
そのまま目開けないでくれよ。
The floor creaked as he set something heavy down in front of me. Eh? What on earth?
よし、準備できた。目開けてくれ。
I let them flutter open. And sitting in front of me was a large brazier, a few red coals glowing inside of it. Is that how you say it? Brazier?
I think.
Anyway. What's this
It's
for?
supposed to be like brow or something.
I don't know. It's a pot with red hot coals in it. I don't know exactly what it is.
Damn.
We're gonna learn though, because she's gonna just ask for us.
Oh my god.
この寒いのに水仕事ばっかさせられてるだろ。今朝手に霜焼けができてたのに気づいてよ。少しでも温まってくれりゃいいなって思って持ってきたんだ。
You got this for me?
当たり前じゃねえか。俺にとっちゃ可愛い妹分みてえなもんだからな。
What do you mean? I'm like your sister or something.
Oh my god.
Oh god. That'll change, I swear. That will change.
さあ、存分に当たってくれよ。遠慮はいらねえから。
Thank you. Nagakura and I sat down next to the brazier to warm up. Gradually, I began to feel the heat seep into my body, and feeling entered my stiff fingers.
いやー、しかし今日の寒さって答えるよな。骨がキシキシ言うっつうのか。夏は暑くて冬は寒いって最悪じゃねえか。ああ、江戸が懐かしいな。
Were you born there?
おう、隅田川の水を上に使ったチャキチャキの江戸っ子だぜ。
Sumida River. Sumida River, a river that flows through the city of Edo.
だからかな。こっちの人間の奥歯に物が挟まったような物言いはどうも好きにならなくてよ。あ、でもそういや伊藤さんも江戸から来た俺にはやたらと思ってもらった言い方するよな。
The moment he mentioned Ito, I saw Nagakura's face twist as if he just tasted something sour. Which should be everybody's reaction to Ito, to be fair.
Oh my.
You don't like Ito, do you?
まあ頭が切れる人だってのはわかるんだけどな。新選組を大きくしていく上でああいう人は必要なんだってことも。
He looked down at his cupped hands. blew into them and rubbed them together over the brazier.
だけどよ、あの人が来てから三男さんはますます落ち込んでいじけてる感じだし、近藤さんは近藤さんで伊藤さんに持ち上げられて天狗になっちまって、いろんなとこに気が回らねえみてえなんだよな。
I looked down at the floor and folded my hands as he continued. Everyone there cared about the Shinsengumi, but it was starting to feel as if they didn't all have the same ideas about how to succeed. What? Brain. Everyone there cared about the Shinsengumi, but it was starting to feel as if they didn't all have the same ideas about how to succeed. Oh, I just remembered something. I had to change the subject.
Oh my god. What happened?
You said you don't like the way people in Kyoto talk, but you love Kyoto women, right? He coughed in surprise and snapped his head over to look at me quizzically.
え？いや、つうかな、あくまで情報収集のためで。
Look, we all know Harada sucks at lying, but I think Nagakura also sucks at lying.
Oh my god.
おとなしそうに見えて意外と言うよな。やっぱ江戸の女だからか？
Maybe? I don't know. That seemed to be enough, though, and Nagakura and I laughed over our memories of Edo. Fireworks over the Sumida, visiting the Kabuki Theater, or watching the animals from the west at the foot of the Rikoku Bridge. Rikoku Bridge! A bridge over the Sumida River. Thank you, encyclopedia thingy. The longer we spoke, the more we discovered we had in common, and so we kept talking as I lost track of time. Eventually, during a lull, I happened to glance down at the silently burning charcoal, and something occurred to me. Oh. I turned and looked up at Nagakura. While we've got this out, should I make some mochi? Fuck. Now, I want mochi.
もち
Oh my god.
そんな素晴らしいもんがあるのか？
So does Nagakura, apparently. You've had mochi, right, Blue?
I think I still have like 2 mochis.
Oh my god. Yes, Kondo snuck me a little. He said it was left over from New Year's and I could eat it whenever I wanted. I'll prepare it right away. Because I wanted to see him happy, I headed towards the kitchen as quickly as I dared. As soon as the mochi was ready, I scurried back. Nagakura's eyes were closed, and his head was wobbling back and forth. What? Nagakura? Are you asleep? Instead of waking up, however, his body tipped sideways and he slammed down on the floor. Then he started to snore. Man is asleep on the floor in my room.
Oh my god.
I guess he was tired. I was about to put a blanket
Same
over.
here.
Eh?
Same here. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. so I'm a bit sleepy.
What the fuck, Blue? Why?
I don't know. I just go to sleep.
That is 2 hours later than when I went to bed last night. Anyway, I was about
Yes.
to put a blanket over him so he wouldn't catch a cold when...
雪村君、
Thank
いら
you.
っしゃいますか。ちょっと聞きたいことがあるのですが。
Oh, yes, I'm here. I could hear Shimada from out in the hallway. I slid the door open quickly and stepped out into the chilly floor. What did you need?
長倉さんの姿が見当たらないのですが、どこに行ったかご存知ありませんか？
Well, fuck.
夜勤明けなので寝ておられるかと思ったのですが、部屋にはいないようでしたので。
What? He had to be exhausted. He needed to sleep as much as he could. Shimada, is the business you were talking about urgent?
いえ、そういうわけではありません。届け物があったのでお渡ししようと思って。
Oh, そっか。We're leaving the man to sleep. Leaving Nagakura to sleep. The man is extremely tired. I wanted to let Nagakura sleep a little longer. I can give it to him later if you want.
それは構いませんが。
He gnawed his lip for a moment, but Shimada seemed too busy to give it too much thought.
では、お言葉に甘えてお願いします。
He seemed relieved and handed me a small bundle of paper. I watched Shimada leave, then stepped back into my room. Nagakura lay there, just as I'd left him. I sat down and looked at his sleeping face. Even though he'd been up all night, he was worried enough about me to find a brazier and bring it all the way to my room. Man is dedicated. The brazier warmed my hands, but the warmth felt in my chest came from somewhere else entirely. I pulled out a blanket and gently laid it over him. With that done, I sat and returned to my sewing. After a short while, Nagakura turned over in his sleep, and his back bumped against the brazier. That impact seemed to have jolted him awake. He looked dazed as he blinked his eyes open.
あれなんだ俺いつの間にか眠っちまったのか
You did. You were really tired.
およだれ
Of course not. You were a perfect gentleman. Those words from Nagakura, really?
「いびきとか書いてなかったかうるさかったろ
No, you slept very peacefully.
その俺の寝顔を見たか
Nagakura. You passed out in my room, sir. What does this question mean? Well, yes, I mean, you were in my room. He coughed awkwardly and looked away.
まあ見られちまってもいいが今さら格好つけてもしょうがねえもんな
He grinned. I wanted to say thank you. I know you had the night shift last night, but you still took the time to do all this for me.
まあ半分は自分が温まりてえってのもあったからなだからいちいち礼なんて言わなくていいって
He blushed sheepishly and I couldn't stifle a giggle. Because this is so weird for Nagakura.
Oh my god.
At least in my head. But I guess we're gonna get to know him this route. Oh, I know. Let's make some mochi. I brought some over. I brought some roasted I brought some roasted soy flour and soy sauce. Take whichever one you'd like.
お待ってましたやっぱ最初は醤油からだよな
His eyes shone with excitement. I set the grill in front of him and placed the mochi on top. Grilled mochi!
Oh my god.
I want to have some.
I've had mochi.
Well, I'm
Wait,
gonna...
the mochi that I have, can I just grill it?
Usually you can. I remember the supermarket Trader Joe's has like frozen
Yeah, you
mochi.
can
That's
just
actually
throw
pretty
it
good.
into a pan and just grill it.
I mean, if you want to experiment with it, go ahead. I don't know what'll happen, though.
Wait, do you guys have
Time for science.
do you guys have the supermarket Trader Joe's where you are? Because they should have uh
Oh, I can.
frozen mochi.
I have a bunch of Asian supermarkets. I can find mochi whenever the fuck I
Okay, yeah.
can.
Yeah.
But I think this might just be like normal unflavored mochi
Uh,
is what they're grilling.
but that's not exciting.
I mean,
At
that's
least
how they
it's
usually
mochi.
eat it. It's how they usually eat it. It's usually how you find it in the street.
Fair
You
enough.
eat it with soy sauce or soy flour.
Oh.
Yeah. He practically jumped up and down in anticipation. He is very excited for some mochi.
早く焼けねえかな。ガキの頃はよ、餅が焼けるのが待ちきれなくて、ほとんど生のままの食ってたもんだよ。
You eat it? You used to eat it raw as a kid? What?
So he just ate raw rice?
It's like eating raw cookie dough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I wanted to give him what Shimada brought, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. So I figured I could give it to him after we eat. So for a while longer, we watched the mochi cook. Later that night, I changed into my bedclothes, cleaned up after the fire, and crawled into bed. Thanks to Nagakura's brazier, I was much warmer. That was so nice of him. I thought back to the comfortable afternoon we'd spent together and drifted into a pleasant sleep. What? Alright, we're at chapter 3.